course, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kampadash. I'm the brother Taziar Gabor from Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas. And the brother behind the camera is
Atiak the Posh.
Aaron. We're Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas, under the branch of the Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida County. Honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to hopefully elect. Alright, we're going to open up with scripture. Hey, you got the other phone?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on, I got you. Jeremiah 10, the book of Jeremiah 10, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So learn not the way of the heathen. Alright, read it back.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Okay, so it says learn not the way of the heathen. So we're not supposed to go after the ways of these heathen nations, especially these Edomites, alright, who are the mass deceivers of the Bible. And that's one thing that our people got messed up, to shape their minds programmed after the minds of the Esau Edom. Okay? These wicked Edomites, which is why you see now our people in a profane, fornicated state. You know? Over-sexualized, beasts, carnal men, murderers. Huh?
The eating of abominable foods.
Yeah, eating of abominable foods. You know? What about that guy that this Jake, he had got a kidney transplant from a pig, you know, which it was this Edomite last year, he got a heart transplant from a pig and he died 3 months later.
Wow.
So how much more Jake getting a kidney transplant, you know? And a pig is an abominable animal.
Yeah.
They have parasites within their bodies. Parasite pus, because pigs are garbage disposals. You know, so Jake, their program over adulteress, the adulteress being promoted in the songs. You know, Jake get off popping another man's woman. You know, so like wickedness is at an all-time high, and our people has partaken in that. You know. Dearly. Alright? And in that, what we always like, you already know what it is. You already know?
No, wait.
Oh, I thought you was ready. Oh, profane, it's Esau.
Oh, okay. Say no more. Say no more. I got you, King. I appreciate you waking me up though. Hey, the book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat.
Lest there be any fan of fornicator as Esau. Esau is the most nastiest, profanest nation there is on the earth, which is why you see them having sex with their own siblings. You know, mass sodomites, pedophiles. You know,
Animals.
yeah, they have sex with beasts. They have sex with trees. You know, they drink blood. Alright, mass murders, no morals, no integrity, you know. And our people, these 12 tribes, being under this captivity of this devil, their mind state is programmed after the mind of these Edomites, starting with their elites. You know, Esau got together, they made a blueprint of how they want the standard role model of Jake to be. And that's a what? Adulterous, murderous, wicked thug. You know?
Yeah. You can look in the rap industry and see it. Who's behind it? Who's behind the rap scene? You know, Esau.
Yeah. Signing them, giving a million, 1.7 million, and then the whole time they were just fucking about their money.
Yeah.
Esau the one getting paid. The vast majority, the rappers get paid from really, if not that, if not anything. You know.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, it goes back to that scripture of, we read yesterday when we did that video yesterday of, was it 2 Ezra 10 and 9? You know? Cast thy vials. Sold they soul. Sell their soul, I'm sorry. Salaki.
They sell their soul and their ass.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that's women and men.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Yeah.
You know? Niggas, they don't have no integrity. They ain't broke with that. They value the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
You know, which is why it's so easy for them to offer off their loved one to get killed.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as a nigga get killed, they blow up. Or go to drink blood, to worship Satan, to pretend to be a sodomite, or be an undercover sodomite behind closed doors. You know, you got the nigga Big Bill and P. Diddy, Usher, Justin Bieber, you know, Odell Beckham Jr., Lil Wayne, Young Jock, freaking NBA Young Boy, all of them. Alright.
The book of Jeremiah 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
So Jake think that this is the way of life. You know, being here in America forever, and you know, just being wicked. They don't think they're gonna be judged for that. And they don't think they're gonna be judged for that. They think it's gonna go on forever, just like this. You know, they're gonna be wicked all their 20s and early 30s. Then when they get old, they're gonna try to be so-called religious. You know.
You know, that's so spiritual that you brought that up. Just exactly the last thing you said, because the brothers down there in Tampa, which we're part of that camp, they just brought that up, talking about Eve. You know, a lot of times Eve went out here and she's done all these abominations and been with all these different men, got this body count, and then, you know, all of a sudden when they get a certain age, they want to start going into being in the church and all that kind of stuff.
And you know what? I said in the chat, this Judite woman, she was saying how she was teaching these other young women. Is someone on the comment board?
Okay, go ahead. Go bring it out. No, they were talking about it in camp.
I thought you saw someone on there. All right. Oh yeah, this Judite woman, you know, she was telling these other young ladies, well, she looked like she probably 23 or 19. She was like, when you're young, get you the street dude, and he's gonna be using all his money. He's gonna be getting all that fast money and spending it on you and giving it to you because he think he gonna die tomorrow. So when you young in your youth, get you the street dude. Then when he get locked up for 40 years, say adios to him and go with the that broke college guy that was trying, you know, and you reject it because now he gonna have money and stability and his 401k and a good career.
Yeah.
You know, that's literally what she said. That's the mind state of these women.
Yeah.
You know, and they pretend like they don't know what they're doing, but they do. You know, they pick these guys that they know are bums really, and you know, they go from bum after bum until their body count is like however many, 500, 1,000, 2,000. You know, and then when they get in their 30s, they want to start crying because they can't find somebody to settle down with.
Yeah.
You know, they alone in a big ass house. Well, for the women who put their careers over finding a husband, that's what happens to them too. You know, they be alone in a giant house with no husband or kids. You know,
just a dog or a cat.
And women like that was teaching those young other women that they end up with like 5, 6, 10 different kids by different baby daddies. So
that's confusing.
They get fucked at the end, ultimately.
Yeah, and that's confusion. That's why, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's not the author. They're not the author of confusion, man. And that's utter confusion, you know. All that, you know, that adds up to a body count. It throws off a woman's DNA having all that.
And you know what they do? They blame the men. Whenever they box smell bad or whatever, they want to blame the men and say,
exactly,
you threw off my pH balance. But no, you sleeping with different men threw off your pH balance.
That and poor diet. Yep.
And not knowing how to properly bathe.
Yeah. Well, really, those two right there really knock it out the park, man. Really, right there, because that's exactly what it is, man. Because most of these women think that they are external, and they're not. I mean, well, they are external. I mean, they're internal. I'm sorry, Slocky. They are internal, and we are external. That's why it's nothing for us to go in there and take a shower. Whereas with them, they have to bathe, you know. So they're internal, you know.
Exactly. They supposed to soak their skin in essential oils in a tub.
They don't know about things like peppermint oil, citrus oil, you know, things of that nature. They don't know about those things, man. They, you know, all they know about is taking something to you know, spray down there, and that's about it. You know, I mean, that's it. You know, they'll take a shower, spray down there, and that's it, man. They won't go and soak.
Yeah, the little cheap spray bottle smell all fruity.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
They spray that about 20 times.
Yeah.
And call it a day.
Yeah. They say I'm so fresh and, you know, I'm so fresh and clean.
And dude, these women don't even know how to, not to sound graphic, but they don't even know how to wipe themselves after taking a bowel movement.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
They go from the back to the front, where they, you know, their boxes.
Yeah.
Because that was talked about on this podcast I was watching. You know, this girl said she wipes from the back to the front. You know, and this older woman was telling her, that's not how you're supposed to do it. But like, why would you even wipe that direction?
Yeah.
You know, they don't even know how to properly wipe themselves. You know?
But, you know, it goes back to those scriptures we always bring out all the time. Job 39:17, Proverbs 9:13. You know.
It's part jamming over there.
And you know, I told an ex of mine a while back, we were talking about this woman. I remember she was telling me how she used to smell. And I say, you know, and I think she ended up having some kind of hysterectomy or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling her, I said, you know, if she had took, you know, bathed in tub water with some essential oils, maybe that smell wouldn't have been there. And she say,
you told her that?
Yeah.
Wait, go back, say it again. I dozed off.
An ex of mine, she had a friend, she used to tell me how she used to smell. And I was telling her, I say, well, she say, well, she don't have that problem no more. She went and got a hysterectomy or something like that. And I was like, well, why does she just bathe in essential oils? You know, that's what she needs to do, bathe in essential oils. You know, there's essential oils that she can bathe in. I told her about citrus oil and what was the other one I was telling you about earlier? I got a list though. Hold on.
They got jasmine.
Yeah, jasmine. You know, yeah, you got jasmine. Um, you know, it's a lot of different oils that you could use that you could put in your bath water and soak in there. But she, you know, my ex was telling me, she's like, nah, that ain't why she was smelling like that. She was smelling like that because her husband was messing around with other women. And I was like, you know, and after that point, it was like, after I gave her the knowledge.
No accountability.
Yeah, no accountability.
Her husband messing around with other women. She got a high ass body count and all them different sperm cells all up in her, and she not getting it out.
Yeah.
Poor diet.
Yeah. Poor diet.
Dude, she probably wear tight ass shorts too.
That too.
Because that's another thing that does it. The tight ass shorts. You know, you're not letting your crotch breathe.
No.
Because the women in ancient days, they wore dresses. You know, loose apparel. You're not supposed to have like the tight ass shorts and stuff on, because you know, ultimately that area can't breathe. Ultimately, you trapping. So not only do you got a high body count with different men, and you got poor eating habits, and you don't know how to properly bathe, but then you trapping all that smell in with them tight clothes on, promoted by these sexy reds and Meg Thee Stallions and Mulatto and all these other harlot women that Esau got out there. That's the role models of Jacob. You know, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. Alright? So, not only you got all that, but you're wearing tight clothes. So you're not letting that area breathe or nothing. And even Esau tell you that causes yeast infection, which is why a lot of these women got yeast infection.
And here's the list that'll help them. You got tea tree oil, you got lavender oil, oregano oil, coconut oil, and peppermint oil, you know. So of course you can use citrus as well, you know, but because the woman wasn't given wisdom or knowledge, and right now she's not trying to listen to a Jake that will tell her these things. She ain't trying to hear it because she thinks she knows, you know, I can go to Esau and get what I need to do.
I got my college degree. Your college degree don't tell your ass how to bathe yourself.
No, it don't.
And how can a man throw off a woman pH balance if he's sleeping with one woman, alright? If he's sleeping with multiple women, that don't even make sense for him to throw off your pH balance, because you and that woman are two different women.
Yeah.
You know? Versus you being a woman and having different men put their rods inside of you. That's what's throwing off your pH balance. You know?
But the majority of these women in this era, they're all, majority of them, on a high percentage, are taking showers, bro. You know? And that's not going to clean your internal, you know, your internal inside, because your private is inside. It's not outside. You know, we're outward, so you know it ain't nothing for us to clean ourselves. You know, we could take a shower, but they can't do that, man. You know, that's why the Bible say about, you know, the women soaking and you know, soaking. They didn't just take a bath; they soaked. You know, so you know it might have been I don't know how long it was in there, but they wasn't in there 5 minutes or so. They probably soaked in there for a good while. You know.
That don't even make sense. Like, you got one man, he's sleeping with, say he got 4 women. He sleep with one woman, next day the other one, the next day the other one, the next day the other one. Those are 4 different women he's sleeping with. So how is that throwing up your pH balance?
Well,
like, say you had sex with him one time this week, which is Monday.
Yeah.
And then Monday to Thursday, he was with his 4th woman. You know? And then whatever, Friday he come back to you.
Yeah,
so you still with that one man, regardless.
Yeah.
You're not. Your body is not the same as the other women. So that don't even make sense for a man sleeping with different women throwing up your pH balance.
But it just go back to what you were saying earlier, Malek. The women don't want to take no accountability. You know, it's like my ex had told me that day. No, that's because her husband was sleeping with all them different women. I'm like, what? You know, but Okay.
Yeah. Hey, there's no accountability. And these
No
women now,
accountability.
their body count is beyond 100.
Yeah.
They body count. One woman's bragging her body count is like 500 by different dudes.
Yeah.
Literally.
You had that Edomite woman not too long ago.
And they only be like 19.
Okay.
How the hell you 19 and your body count 500?
Yeah. Who was that woman? Was it last year before last? She had a body count of 300, and then she hollered about she wanted to feel entitled. She felt entitled by being with all these different men. I was like, really?
What about the one lady, the one Israelite woman who had sex with 200 men in one night, and then she'll start smelling horrible, and she gonna say, "Oh, my man was sleeping with other women." But you ain't gonna think about it the time you had sex with 200 men in one night.
No. You know, they'll make excuses for what they did. Oh, I was drunk. Oh, I was this, whatever. You know, but another reason why Hashem Yahushua has to bring Jacob's trouble home, man. You know, because these women don't want to take no accountability whatsoever.
No way. And imagine how they gonna smell in Jacob's trouble.
I mean, yeah, you can see brothers gonna be passing up a lot of these women, man. A lot of them, and that's funny you brought that up because that's what the brothers was bringing out down there in Tampa. The same thing, man. That these, a lot of men gonna turn down these women, because you think about it. At the end of the day, what woman do you want? What would you rather be with? You'd rather have a female that was a virgin more so than you want to deal with a woman that been with multiple men.
And no man in their right mind will want a woman that has a body count over 2,000 over a woman that never had a man before. You're the only one that ever been with her.
Because
if they do want that woman that got the highest body count, then they are major simps and sodomites.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was you gonna say?
I mean, just why would you you have an opportunity to have a virgin? Wouldn't you rather have a virgin or have a woman, that's what you'd rather have is a virgin than to have a woman that's been, had such a high body count. Now, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, ain't no brother trying to look for no woman that's got a high body count, man. And at the same time, brothers going to be in the spirit to test their spirit, to see if they sincere or if they just, faking the funk,
And a lot of these women gonna be faking the funk.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. You have your staff. You gonna be, hitting them, getting their ass out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Like Apostle Kabar said.
Yeah, get your ass away. Yeah, you can smell her a mile away, man. She coming up trying to beat. No.
Women have a better hygiene than men.
Yeah.
We already went over that. God, there you go.
Yeah.
So bring back the scripture you had. Was it the profane?
Oh yeah. Hebrews 12 and 16. Oh, I was in Jeremiah 4 and 22. Yeah. The book of Jeremiah 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Sottish is stupid. Mm-hmm. Lord said they are foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish. And that's our nation. Yeah. If it ain't, who else is it?
Yeah.
And wants to do evil, but to do good,
they have no knowledge.
They don't have it. Which that knowledge is the fear of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 1 and 7. You grab it.
Okay.
That knowledge is the fear of the Lord. Our people don't fear the Lord, which is why it's so easy for them to hop up and commit adultery, to kill their own brother over something stupid. Mm-hmm. Jake, eat an abomination. Here it is, they messing up their health, and you telling them, and they still eating it. They don't care.
Yeah, I mean that's just like um, Esau knows about the dietary laws. He knows, you know, when you go back to slavery times, they they the masters, Esau, he ate all the best cuts of the meat, whereas he gave Jake, you know, chitlins, and they ate chitlins and things of that nature, you know, or you know, what have you. Now realizing that was an abomination, you know, but they ate it, and now look what's going on now. They done took it on down to another level.
Are you good?
One of the brothers.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
go
go
ahead.
this way.
No, you fine, man. It's just like now, you know,
You
you
too.
too. Now you gotta
She look like she could be Gad or Issachar.
she one of us. She definitely one of us.
I said she look like she could be Gad though, a little bit.
Could be. Never know. That's your gift, bro. That's
Ah,
your gift. Oh, but yeah, yeah, man. I mean, you know, the slaves were had to eat these abominable things, and now the people, you know, they eat it willingly. You know, eat it willingly. You know, so and Esau knows that those foods are an abomination. You know, but guess what? He's making tons of money off of people around the holidays because Jake's always going to go get a bucket of chitlins or some pork bacon, you know,
bucket
you know,
chitlins,
yeah, hog maws, things of that nature.
pig nuts.
Yeah, things of that, yeah. Eating brains and all that kind of stuff, you
Wait, but
know.
Jake nasty.
Jake can eat rabbit, squirrel,
Duck,
duck,
raccoon,
raccoon,
possum.
possums, armadillo. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
yeah,
Jake don't
man,
got
you
that
know,
knowledge,
yeah.
man. And you ain't even supposed to be eating all type of animals. What makes you look at an armadillo and be like, damn, that look good? It's literally a freaking a rat in a shell.
Yeah,
Ain't that in the rodent family?
yeah. You consider that as a rodent, bro.
It's literally a rat inside of a shell, bro.
That's Jake for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's lowered his, you know, Esau makes a killing off of Jake's eating all these abominable foods, man. Now, I was listening to the brothers on the chat. I mean, not on the chat, but on the live that they were doing. They saying that they eating chitlin pizza. I was like, chitlin pizza? I ain't never heard of that. That was new to me. Hey, you know, I always say you learn something new every day. And see, I didn't know about no chitlin pizza, but he said, yeah, they make a chitlin pizza now. I'm like, what?
Chitlin pizza.
But you know, that's Jake, man. Jake, you know, let's go back to that scripture. He's wise to do evil.
Damn, that's the good have no knowledge, man.
Yeah.
That's how
Don't
people.
understand it.
That's how people are taking it after
Yeah.
these Edomites.
This is why the Bible says that you know the 2/3 of Israel are sottish people, man.
And you know what that woman had the nerve to say? That said that was teaching those young women to give the shri do.
What was that?
She had the nerve to say that she is a part of the 144,000.
I heard y'all talking about that on the chat, but I never did I didn't get have a full understanding of what she was talking about. But that's crazy, man.
That bitch had the nerve to say she a part of the 144,000. I put on her live. I said, nah, your ass a 2/3.
Well, you know what? She is. You know, right now she is in the spirit of a 2/3 person. So yeah, you could definitely consider her someone as a 2/3. And it's just a matter of time for Yahweh Shem Yahweh takes her out.
2/3. 2/3 ass.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time for Yahweh Shem Yahweh take her out.
These women gonna get greatly judged.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's like what Elder Malcolm was saying, man. 2/3 of Israel will consist of women. 2/3. Gone 30 so far.
I thought I saw a crack in my camera.
Oh, nah, you good.
Is that clear? All right.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2/3 will consist of mostly of women, which, you know, this earth is mostly consumed with women anyway. So, yeah. And you can see a lot of these women, that's around right now. You can tell they marked for destruction, man. You know, their spirit, how they carry themselves, you know, high body count, eating abominable foods, you know, being overly wicked. Like this woman took this brother to court the other day, and brother was tearing up because she wanted him to drop out with more child support money than he had already paid. And they said it was a bad earthquake that happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it, how bad it was in the courtroom, but they knew it happened, you know? So I imagine it probably shook them up pretty good.
And in the midst of the earthquake, you got Elder Pastor the Heart doing the work.
I heard about, you know what? I got to see that video, man. I hadn't seen that yet, but I'm gonna have to look that up. I saw that video. It's like I saw it. I hadn't looked at the video, but I'm gonna check that one out. I'm glad you reminded me.
Alright. You can go back to the one we opened up with.
Okay.
On the refrigerator.
Jeremiah 7. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. The heathen are dismayed at them. That goes for the eclipse, the chariots, the blood moons. Because we already know that the signs of the time, what time we living in. The scriptures warn us of these things. But the heathen are dismayed.
If I might add,
They're scared, shocked.
if I might add, as far as the brothers are concerned, man, you can tell in the spirit that things are jumping up. So you see in the spirit, brothers are stepping up even more. They're putting their best foot forward, man. Coming out with more videos and things of that nature, man, because they know this time is coming, man. It's just a matter of time, bro. You can feel it in the spirit, right? That's why you see so many brothers putting out more videos now. You know what I'm saying? So, brothers getting together and doing videos together, what have you, as a group, what have you, because brothers know what time it is, man. The time is becoming less and less, because pretty soon. Yeah, because pretty soon, we won't be out here on the highways and the byways or the parks. In our case, we're in the park, but pretty soon, Lord's going to take His prophets off the highways and the byways, man. And the hedges.
We're going to be on the move, man.
Yeah. Bounties on our heads, man. I was looking at a video last night about with the brother Atazawan. He was talking about the movie. The movie he was talking about yesterday about the I forgot the name of the movie. I don't want to mess up the name, but it was basically a movie that was depicting men trying to take out the prophets, man. And of course, they tried to make Esau look like he was a prophet, which he's not. But
Esau the devil.
yeah,
Esau want to be anything,
yeah,
anybody, but
yeah. He want to be any and everything, but what he is, bro.
just a damn.
One minute he's a Hamite.
You can't be an Egyptian and an Israelite. Those
Yeah,
are two
man.
different nations.
Yo,
That's how you know they ass lying.
yeah, man.
But Jake can't even see that.
Mm-mm.
How the hell how you the Egyptians and the Israelites?
Yeah. Too many. They like I say, they want to play too many hats. One minute they're the Israelites. They deceived the world for a long time, but at the end of the day, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai's revealing so many things.
Well, you know they ass lying.
Yeah,
And Jake too simple to even eat. I could see the young ones but the older Jakes that so-called grew up in the church and read the Bibles front and back. Like you should at least know that the Egyptians and the Israelites are two different nations of people. So how can so-called white man be both?
But at the end of the day, it goes back to what we was talking about yesterday in the scripture. And it's so funny how everything that we did in those videos, we're coming back to those same scriptures. Luke 12 and 2 and 3. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. You want to go into it?
Read it back.
Okay. For there is nothing covered. Oh, let's start over. The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
And that's really plain speech. Everything that this man been hiding for all these years and lying about,
Yeah.
Guess what? The truth is brought out to the light. With his allegations, his murderous crimes, inside jobs that this man has done, all of that is being brought forth.
Yeah.
And
I mean, when you think about school, man, school is a big primary thing for Esau, because there in school he brings out things like Christopher Columbus discovered America, and we realized that it was our people who were here before Christopher Columbus ever came here, But
and then Pacific, even I can't pronounce that word. To be clear, the tribe of Gad, they the ones who was here first. The Latino tribes, Gad, Bailey, and Issachar, and Reuben. But as far as America, Gad was greatly populated here when Cristobal Colon came. So the Northern Kingdom was here. They made these Latinos way before the so-called Negroes was brought here. So
and that's another thing he just brought out. We've been taught that his name was Christopher Columbus, where his name was actually, just like you said, Christopher Colon. Also told that the son of the Most High was a white man with long hair.
deceiving. So that's been brought to the light.
Yeah.
Jake reading their Bibles now, but guess what? Putin exposed it.
I'm glad you brought that out. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, he brought that out like last week or week before last, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, he's the Lord.
Guess
But
what?
Go ahead.
All this time when we was like, the Lord is a so-called black man, he's Negro. You have these Edomites be like, so what does it matter? We don't care if he's blue, orange, purple, green, or black. Those same damn Edomite devils that was saying that they getting all their Bibles and setting it on fire. And that's something else that came out. These Edomites get mad and they're burning their Bibles now.
Yeah. Well, that's because Yahweh Shai is exposing them, man. You know, and you know, they always say the truth hurts, and this truth is all over the world now, man. This truth is worldwide.
It shows you they full of shit.
Yeah.
Because if the Lord is a black man, and y'all been treating us like shit, they killing us and murdering us, raping us,
enslaved us.
That means you did that to the Lord. So now they ask guilty.
That makes that's that scripture about the apple of my eye. You know.
Get it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 10. He found them in a desert land and in a waste howling wilderness. He laid him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. So basically, he's talking about you know, Israel. And I mean, just to further back it up, we can go into Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, you know?
Zechariah 2 and 8. That's the one.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to it right now. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
Okay.
Great. Wait. It's a lock here. The water for correcting me.
But you know, ultimately, these nations, they're gonna get judgment too.
Mm-hmm.
Esau gonna get it the worst though.
Oh yeah. First thing kept in mind is Obadiah 1 and 18. That's a scary scripture right there.
Bro, just think about it. All of this is temporary. This man rulership is temporary. You know, all this glory and, you know, being able to do whatever you want, all of that is literally not worth it, because what he gonna get in the end, and even before the end, what he's gonna get, he ain't even gonna remember this. That's how bad he's gonna get it. They ain't gonna remember all the pleasures they had and all the wickedness that they had pleasure in.
Yeah.
This time of living, they ain't gonna remember all that.
No, they not.
That's how bad these Edomites gonna be suffering. You know? But before that, the Lord is gonna get this 2/3, because you know, Jake gonna get it first.
Yeah. But the scriptures say that he's going to begin in the house of Israel. So.
And that started with the prophets.
Yeah.
The ones that's calling on the names.
But yeah, the 2/3, man, they you know, they're not going to get it, you know. So they have to be destroyed, man. And you can just see it, man, because so. You know, a lot of these jakes are just so far gone, man. You know, they just so far gone. It's no reasoning with them. They have no understanding, man. And the only way they'll get that is through fire, death by fire, fire and destruction.
saying that's what's coming to America. All right, you can get the next scripture. Matter of fact, get love of many waxing cold.
Okay.
All right, you can pull that out.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, so as we continue on in this world, as things continue to get worse and worse, the love of many will wax cold. You know, the scriptures tell you that, you know, that there'll be dissension among family, you know, and as you know, as far as and as just family and people in general, you know. And you see some of that already with Esau, where they're already starting to have a insurrection here in just Texas alone because of, you know, Biden wants to open the border. President Biden, he wants to open the border. Then you got Governor Abbott, he's against it. So that's dissension right there, you know. So, you know, a house that's divided can't stand, you know. And that's the love of many is waxing cold. But what I was trying to say was that you know, there's dissension right now with Esau, you know, because here you got Texas. What's going on in Texas? You know, you got President Biden. He wants to open up the border, and then you got Governor Abbott. He wants to close the border. You know, and the house is divided can't stand. You know, so you know, and then plus you think about it. You know, as the world continues to get worse and worse, you're gonna have family, you know, members turning on each other and things of that nature. You know, we've seen some of that here recently. Not too long ago, we did a we was out in camp and we brought out how I think it was last year, two brothers killed their older sister over Christmas gift. You know, so you know that's part of it right there. That's the love of many waxing cold right there. You know, to kill your own sister. You know, I know sometimes you may have times when you might not see eye to eye with your fellow brother or fellow sister, or you know, or your sister, what have you. But to go to that extreme to take their life, you know, that's the love of many waxing cold right there. And you're gonna see a lot more of that as we continue on, man. Especially in Jacob's trouble.
You see that amongst our people right now. I told you about my barber yesterday. Remember?
Oh yeah. You tell the story, bro.
Perfect example. Now I went and got a haircut. Obviously, I didn't get a razor on my. I didn't get a line up. I got it cut with clippers.
Yeah.
Whatever. Got it cut with clippers. He cut my beard down some. charged for a haircut and a shave, which I didn't get the shave. I just told him like, you know,
Trim your beard.
trim it down, whatever. But so I wasn't expecting him to charge me an extra
$15.
Yeah, because I'm usually spending 20.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, dang, I only got, and he don't do card because he old school. He old. So I'm like, I only got 31, and the haircut was 35. And then Jake was like, what did he say? Are you gonna go get my money? And then he was like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. And then I said, I'm gonna go to the store real quick. And he was like, are you going to give it to me today? And I was like, yeah. And I was trying to see if I gave him 31, like double checking. And he was damn near fanning me off the chair, telling me something, all right, go. He was doing that. I'm like, damn, you got $31 in your hand. Like, you tripping off of $4. I told him I'm going to go to the store and bring it back. And Jake, you know, and I've been going to a dude for like, since I was like 4. Really one, because he was the first one to cut my hair. 1 years old.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So if he acting like that for money, how much more when there ain't no food? You know? And that was just $4. And I was like, I told him I was gonna go to the ATM and go give him the money or whatever. Like, damn, Jake was damn near fucking booted me out the door, like, go.
I mean, and the thing about it too, though, he could have said this though, King. What if he just said, well, I tell you what, just bring the $4 back the next time you come back to get your haircut. You know you're gonna come back anyway. You've been going to him all this time, you know. He could have said that. What's $4, bro? I mean, you know, but that's a lot of these Jakes, bro, you know.
And even if I haven't really been going to him like that because I haven't really been getting haircuts like that. Plus, it's Issachar, I've been cutting my hair, so like, he couldn't really say that. But like, my dad go to him, and plus, dude been cutting my hair for like forever, and I always pay him money. So like, Jake, that damn money make Jake go crazy. Money and food, man. Money and food.
Yeah. How much more when there's no food, man? You know, but that's the spirit that a lot of these Jakes are gonna have when that actual famine of food happens.
Jake ain't gonna have no pity. Get no pity upon thy neighbor. Jake. And then when I walked out the shop to get his money, he was mumbling down his breath. I was like, God dang, Jake. Dude was not playing.
Second Ezra, the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They ain't gonna care how long they've been known. They're gonna be wanting. They're gonna be wanting resources. It's like, oh, it's not on.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, man. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
You know, they're gonna be wanting your food, your resources, and whatever you have to offer them, they can benefit from.
And you know, just to kind of think about it,
they're gonna be wanting to eat you.
Yep. I mean, what did your uncle tell you?
Oh yeah, my uncle said he would eat me, man.
Yeah. See, if Jacob sit around and he'll eat an armadillo or a rabbit or a squirrel, you know, how much more a human, you know? You have to think about that.
And
man.
I was messing with him because I already knew these scriptures as far as like, love of many, watch the code, people gonna turn in each other. So I already knew that I was trying to see what he was gonna say. I already knew he was gonna say some wicked shit because like he not in the truth.
Yeah.
And plus he a scoffer. He called this truth a cult.
Yeah.
But like I already knew. And so I asked him, I was like, if we was stranded somewhere and there wasn't no food, would you eat me? And he was like, hell yeah.
He ain't got no problem with it.
He said it without ease, you know? And my aunt was there, and I kept on saying, I was like, dang, for real? Like, for real? And then she gonna look at me. She gonna look at me and say, didn't you just hear him say yeah? Nigga, didn't you just hear him say yeah? He said he would eat you.
Yeah.
So, that's
and she may be all for it too.
Hell yeah.
She may be all for it too, so.
But you ain't gonna get much off of my body. So, it's really pointless.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's, you know, but a lot of times you getting the truth and you see these people's real mindset, man. Just like you saw that barber's mindset, how he was, you know, a lot of them are going to be in that mindset even worse when that time of famine come, bro.
And that nigga Lil Boosie said it.
Yeah.
She's a true Negro.
Yeah. Boosie done said it. You can imagine he showed on mine, so yeah.
Get the next script.
Read up here on 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
All right, men shall be afraid. Cities, you know, that all that is going to be shut down. So all that is the times we're living in and coming into. You know, like you look at the book of what was that movie? I Am Legend. You had all the roads shut down. You know that bridge that's in Bellmead.
Okay.
That nobody drives on no more, and it's like next to New Dallas.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever, it's closed down, and when you look at it, you see grass growing through it, literally. So that shows you how that's in the scriptures too. How the earth is gonna take its course. You know, it's gonna grow through this concrete.
And you want to go back up here to verse 14 of 2 Ezra chapter 15. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the swords in their hands. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And you can see that right now. Governor Abbott, he has no regard to what President Biden is saying. He's trying to close the border. You know, he's trying to keep those what they call those people out of there. You know, that are not of America.
You talking about Issachar?
Well, it could be Issachar. It could be it's a number of different nations. You know. I don't know if all of them is trying to cross the border is Jake, but I'm pretty sure the majority of them are Jake. You know, because they've already said, I think it was the FBI or somebody had already said that a lot of those people who are coming, who are trying to cross that border, they've just come out. They've been released out of the prisons.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And look, brothers been saying that for years. Even in 2020, these prisoners they're gonna be out on the loose.
Yeah.
And they showed you in that movie. I think it's Awake. That's on Netflix. Yeah, it showed you in the movie these prisoners and mass murderers, Jeffrey Dahmers, they're gonna be out on the loose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's another reason why women need a man, because y'all gonna be getting taken up by them too.
Yeah.
The wicked women.
Yeah. A lot of these wicked women are going to be ravaged, man. Or ravaged even more than they already are now. The ones with them high body counts gonna get ravaged even more. Man.
And yeah, you're gonna have these civilians rising up against the government, sedition among men.
Yeah.
So
And you like I say, you got that going right now with Biden and Abbott, you know, on a lower level. And at the same time, a lot of these states are with Abbott. So, you know, you're talking about a possible, you know, there's a great possibility of civil war. Civil war. Like what they had back in the day, the South against the North, you know?
yeah.
Certain states believe a certain thing and the other states believe another, you know? So, yeah, it's a sedition of men right there. So that's going to bring about, you know, that's going to bring about that civil war, man. Well, scripture tell you a house divided cannot stand. And you see slowly but surely, America is a house divided.
Texas might split away from United States.
Yeah, you know, they've been talking about this for years. And so, like I say, you got other states that have been that are with Texas right now on doing that.
You know, so Esau's kingdom is falling, literally. Like he divided and conquered us, the Lord is dividing and conquering them.
Yeah.
You got Russians against the Edomites here in America.
Yeah.
All right. Vladimir Putin said the Lord was a so-called black man.
Yeah.
Them damn Russians, the Edomites in Russia, they've been worshiping, they've been secretly worshiping the true power behind closed doors. All them ancient Russian icons from the Dark Ages. No.
But it's, you know, it's just at the end of the day, it's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, put the spirit of us to do these things, you know, to release and bring out this truth. You know, it goes back to Luke 2 and 3. You know, it said, you know, everything that's spoken in the closet, it shall be revealed. I got one on my phone. But you know, at the end of the day, this is what we're hoping for right here. You know, and it's going to happen. We just hope that we're the elect. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Perfect.
Yeah.
For the elect's sake, these days that we're in now is going to be shortened, you know. But and you can see that now because year will feel like an actual year.
Yeah.
You know, we are already almost to the middle of this year right now.
Yeah.
We are in the month of April. By the time June, July comes, we're in the middle of the year. You know, we'll be in 2025 before you know it. And I said that in 2023. Remember?
Yep.
And look at the same thing happened.
Same thing happened.
I said we're gonna be in um, January. Then the Passover gonna come. Then it's gonna be the summertime. Then those last months, September, October, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Look where we're at now. We're in spring. You know.
Of 2024.
Yeah. So the Lord is definitely speeding up the time, man. You know. He's definitely speeding up the time.
You know, Lord is hastening. And us now, we just want this thing to be over with.
Yeah. And slowly but surely, those curses are upon Esau. You know. So you know we enjoy that part of the you know, because he's starting to catch some of that hell we've been catching.
Remember the in court about the girl who said, the lady who said the dude been thrown in prison.
Oh yeah. I brought that out. The guy, he had been in the pen for 5 years for not paying child support. Come to find out, they did a DNA test.
Which they should have been did that.
Yeah, he should have did it before he even went to the pen. And come to find out, the baby wasn't his. Here he has given 5 years, you know, to the state. And the judge asked her, he said, well, do you know who your baby daddy is? And she said, yeah, I talk to him all the time, or every day.
Casually said it, don't give no fucks.
Yeah, like it was no big deal.
And nothing happened to her.
Yeah.
That's the curse that's coming up on Esau. And he was an Edomite.
Yeah.
He started crying and everything.
Yeah. So you imagine how many other Jakes that are in the pen for the same situations, you know? Jakes went through that a whole bunch of times, you know?
Exactly.
And these women, they are so crafty, you know. And on my personal journey, before I even came into this truth and knowledge, it was a woman that I had dealt with, and she tried to say it was a baby. The baby was mine, and what have you. And it was decided she wanted to put the baby, you know, instead of using her name, she wanted to use my last name. So she was getting ready to go do it. You know, she was at the office and everything, and God, you know, the people that does these things, they called me up at my job, man. They, you know, back then I don't think I had a phone at the time. I didn't have a cell phone, man, so, or they didn't know my cell phone, whichever one, I forgot. But come to find out, they called me. He was like, "Yeah, she's in the office right now, and she's trying to change your son's name and to get your last name." I said, "Well, I tell you what. First of all, let's go get a DNA test." So they stay up in Dallas. So, you know, when he was down here, what have you, we went and did a DNA test, and then come to find out it wasn't mine. You know. So I knew she was it was a ploy that she was trying to use because she was going to try to get money out of me, you know.
And what she do, have a temper tantrum? Start crying on the floor?
Well, I don't know what happened with her, but because, you know, she stayed up in Dallas. So, you know, but me and him, he was down here in Waco, so me and him did the DNA test downtown, you know. And we come to find out, you know, that I wasn't his biological father. But I can imagine if I had just went on, what if I had never said I didn't want to take a DNA you know,
'Cause
just
Jake,
accepted everything,
Jake
you
just
know.
had Jake just be having faith in these women. You
Yeah,
know, and that
yeah.
was the Lord. Lord tapped.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what and I look at it now, you know, being blessed with this spiritual knowledge, that it was Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, because I know men's goings is the way of the Lord. So, you know, that's how I feel, you know, I know that now. You know. And I'm thankful he put that spirit on me to do that. Because like I say, a lot of times that's what Jacob do. Jacob just, okay, all right, you know, instead of just going home taking a DNA test, which, be honest with you, you know, as trifling as these women are, DNA tests ought to be mandatory, you know?
Yeah.
They ought to be made mandatory. And that would eliminate a lot of confusion, man, because these women, a lot of these women are the majority of these women out here are very promiscuous, you know? So,
They even got a song, Promiscuous Girl.
yeah, yeah. And see, like I say, Jake can be, you know, overly trusting, you know.
That's my woman. I've been with her for 30
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Whole
yeah.
time
It
she
don't
done
mean nothing.
committed adultery 5
Yeah.
times by different dudes.
It was a man not too long ago. I think he was 90 some years old. He divorced his wife. They had been married 70 years because he had found something where she had been, you know, she had slept with some dude maybe like 30 or 40 years ago. And he divorced her, man, you know? So, yeah, man, you know? Marriage don't mean nothing, man. These women can, you know, it's these
And
women,
grandmas did it.
yeah, man, you know?
I look at every woman the same. No
Yeah,
matter
you
what
got
age.
to, man. You got to,
They all
man.
the same.
You
They
got
just
to.
old.
Because you got to understand, they're under the curses. Just like we're under the curses, they're under the curses too. There was no,
Hey.
you know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah didn't make no exceptions.
Get your thy women shall be a harlot in the streets.
Oh yeah, Amos 7:17.
Alright, we're gonna close out now.
Okay. The book of Amos 7, verse 17. Therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land.
So all that is happening. You know, the wife is a harlot in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, Jake is dying at a young age, gunned down, violence.
Yeah.
You know, these women are very, like you said,
Promiscuous. I mean, if that's not the case, why is it that we have shows like Maury Povich?
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Springer. You know, the late Jerry Springer. Why would he have shows like that if these women are not promiscuous, man? You know, you're not the father.
And
you know,
about,
and I just did a video the other day where Elder Monty Zogbach had a minute to about a minute and a half of a video, and he wasn't talking to anything. He was just showing, you know, where there was three situations. And the first one, what's that lady's name? Judge Lynn Toler. I think she, you know, which a woman should be a judge anyway, but she's on TV. But anyway, they was doing a DNA test, and it was two Jakes, you know, Jake and Eve. And she said, when it comes to so and so, you're not the father. And you know, he had a calm look on his face, what have you. He didn't overreact to nothing. But she started crying, and then you know, oh man, it's just. And I thought about you because I remember you saying that women can cry on command. You know what I'm saying? And I say, yeah, you're right. They like the best actress in Hollywood. You know, they're like the best. They're you know, outside of Hollywood, they're the best actresses. You know, and okay. So everybody consoling her, oh, it's gonna be okay, I'm there for you, woo, 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 whatever, you know. The other guy, he didn't say that. Then another guy, he got told that his baby wasn't his or what have you. And you know, he was sober about it. You know, he didn't overly get emotional. This last Jake, I think he had a child named after him. He had like 2 other kids. He had 3 kids. Come to find out, all 3 of the kids weren't his. You know, and I kind of felt bad for Jake, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt bad for him because I could tell, you know, he really had been, you know, put some time into the kids, you know, and he really cared about them or whatever. So I know he was really passionate about it. And then come to find out they weren't his kids, you know, I could tell he kind of lost his cool, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he kind of got emotional. He didn't cry or nothing, but you know, he just kind of had a sad like look on his face, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for him, bro. You know, but that's the wickedness of Eve, man.
Like Will Smith when Jada Pinkett Smith had confessed about her adultery with that 23-year-old.
Yeah.
You know how he was looking, tears in his eyes.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he had married a harlot anyway, so it is what it is, man. She running around talking about she'd rather be with Tupac and this, that, and other, you know.
I should have died with Tupac.
Yeah, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, bro, you know, these women are wicked, bro.
Yeah, at times. So, with that, we'll close out, giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, B'Kakadash. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, B'Kakadash. Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, B'Kakadash. Alright, I'm the brother Taziyar Gabor from ProphetsInBabylon, Waco, Texas. This is the brother Atiyat in the Pasha. Alright, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, B'Kakadash. Alright, the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone.
Yeah.
And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, we're going to close out and say Shalom. Abad, soon.
Shalom.